Greetings. Yes. Worlds, welcome. My name is Matt Vorzimer, otherwise known as Ecussionist, and I'm really excited to be here in my studio with you every Wednesday for 12 weeks. I'm here for a half hour spending some time with you guys as you spend some time with me. So yeah, thanks for coming. Wherever you are tuning in from in the world, whether it be United States, Europe, Brazil, Africa, Australia, Asia, the Philippines, the Caribbean, I'm happy that you're here. And please feel free to shoot some comments, questions into the chat in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to NGO Terra and meet me here every Wednesday. I'm going to start off with a buzz roll. Tony Williams, the great drummer Tony Williams, said that the buzz roll is one of the most romantic aspects, one of the most romantic rudiments of the drum set. And that a lot of cats come up to him and say, hey, let me show you something. Let me show you how bad I am, which is a ridiculous thing to say to Tony Williams because he's the baddest in the world. But let's say that someone did that and he would always say, yeah, but can you play a buzz roll? And if you can't play a buzz roll, then, you got some stuff to work out. So as a meditation to begin this lesson, I'm going to play about a 4 or 5 minute buzz roll. And then we're going to begin this study time. buzz roll. The buzz roll is romantic, like Tony Williams said, because it involves both sticks picking up where the other left off when they bounce. So, and then the other stick, and then the other stick, and then the other stick, until finally both sticks are creating a consistent white noise sound, a consistent stream. Those snares. And I'm dragging my sticks across the head to simulate a circular motion, to undulate, if you will. A very important word when it comes to drumming, because undulation is a forward-moving spiral. And as that forward-moving spiral creates time and creates a pulse, you can manipulate it by using your hands in a certain way and using your wrists and using your muscle twitches to continue that undulation and kind of create this effortless yet very focused moving forward spiral. And I think that the press roll is an underserved, almost archaic rudiment, because we don't hear the need for a press roll in modern music too much. It's a fantastic texture. I think that the press roll is the modern, or excuse me, that the riser in that we hear in EDM, that riser is the modern day press roll. And Art Blakey popularized the press roll, I think, in the most characteristic way, by using the press roll to be a transition into the solos, like such. Oh, by the way, my hi-hat clutch broke today, so I can't use my left foot. And I had a great example to show you regarding the beat by Prince, 777-9311. But I think I'm still going to improvise with that, but just so you know, when I demonstrate this, there won't be a hi-hat in my left foot, so... You know, you got to put that press roll, press that roll and get them cooking. Yeah, so the press roll, and you could put that. Let's see how it sounds if we apply the press roll to a funk groove. So, you know, one way to get the press roll to really have some steam is if you speed up the roll and press into the head. So like this. But as you speed up the roll, you also have to not tighten your hands too much so that you don't choke it, hence this. Right, that's too choked, rather. And the thing about the press roll that's deceiving is that it really is just whatever subdivision of rhythm you're playing. So whether it's a quarter note, it's... right, quarter notes, and then you just buzz those, get the drag on them. Or eighth notes. triplets. Right? All that is this, but buzzed. So yeah, the buzz roll, something that I keep on coming back to, something that I keep on practicing, because not only does it actually sound amazing when you get it right, but it is paying homage to our drum masters, and it actually feels good on the hands. One more thing about the technique is that I am using my pointer fingers are off of the stick, and if I'm using traditional grip, I'm literally actually holding it in between my thumb and the top knuckle, right? Which is uncharacteristic of good stick technique, because normally you'd want to have it be down here, right, for good traditional grip, right in between these two fingers, the middle finger and the ring finger. But right now I'm actually at the very tip top of my thumb and my top knuckle on my pointer finger, so I can really get a lot of bounce. It seems like I'm getting more bounce today with the match grip in my left hand. So that was the buzz roll with a couple different groove variations. Let's do a little bit of, I just realized, pardon me, guys, I'm showing my bare feet. I should have put some socks on, but it's too late now. Anyways, I have another pedal set up. This is my KT10, Roland KT10, one of my most trusty tools in my drum bag. I love this pedal. I played on this pedal for about a year straight, no acoustic kick pedal, just so I could really, really get the feel of this, because it is very, very different. And it's super important for a lot of different Caribbean music genres. Compa, soca, bouillon, rara, rabodai. This kick right here, money, right? I love the acoustic kick. And I have a Icon 112 inside the kick, and then I have a Yamaha sub kick in the front to get that boom and that pop. But this right here, this digital kick, super money. So sorry, I had a call coming in, y'all. I am going to wrap up a couple of ideas that we talked about. We're going to do a little bit of call and answer, and I'm going to demonstrate some really important ideas about how to practice. So for all you guys out here at home, it's super, super important that we know that when we learn new things, there's sort of a process, I think, for how to digest that information better. Okay, so we're going to cover all that. So let's go back. When we first started, if you guys hadn't joined me on the first lesson, if you are a beginner at this, it's really important that you know that you can stand up, right, and you can see my foot right here. This is my right foot. Use your right foot on 1, right, and you go back and forth and just count. 1, left foot on 2, right foot on 3, left foot on 4, and just like that, back and forth. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now stop your left foot. Just tap your right foot, and just put your right foot on all 4 beats. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and take your left hand. This is my left hand, y'all. Hey, how are you? Left hand, and go on 2 and 4. So count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right foot on 1, left hand on 2, right foot on 3, left hand on 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a basic beat. So even if you don't have a drum set, you can play it on a desk at home, and you can start playing drums today. And you can do that by putting a little shuffle on. I know that most of you guys out here can dance at circles around me, but that is a good way to get into a vibe, to put the rhythm in your body, is to stand up and dance it a little bit. While I discussed the importance of internalizing rhythm through dance, it's also really important that we know the importance of counting, right? And when we count, we can find out what the song form is in a clearer way, and we can keep track of our beats, which is really, as a drummer, that's what we do. We keep track of all the beats. We keep track of how far behind, ahead, or in the center it is. We keep track of our fills. We keep track of how it feels when we play. That's all just keeping track of our beats, right? It's being responsible for the beat part, for the rhythm part of the music. That's what a drummer does, among many other things, of course, and I'm not going to limit art to that. But what I will say is that on a professional level, and to serve and accompany at times, it's really important well, it's always important, but it's really important when you're developing and when you're conceptualizing to count and know how to count. For instance, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. That's 8th notes. Here's 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 triplet 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 and a 1 So count and learn how to count using ands to connotate the 8th note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and do the triplet when you want to sing triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 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 1 triplet, 2, right? And then 16th notes is one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one. Get into that. Oh, that's right. And I also want to go back over another concept. And right now, we're just reviewing, y'all. These are some of the concepts that we addressed in lesson 1, 2, and 3. That was counting. That was dancing your rhythms. And now I just want to talk about some drummers to Google and check out. This is a very small portion of a massive list, but some of the early drum set founders. Big Sid Catlett, Zutty Singleton, Baby Dodds, Sonny Greer, Papa Joe Jones, Kenny Clark, Max Roach, Art Blakey. Okay, and that's in the early 1900s, all the way up through the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Then, and again, this is such a massive list that those are drummers who come from the branch of the tree that is rooted in the quarter note. And when I say quarter note, I mean the quarter note is the foundational rhythm of swing and Black American music and this. But with the rise of rock and roll and Motown, you have Pistol Allen and James Gadson, right? And these drummers ushered in the eighth note. So this pattern. Not this pattern, which is rooted in the quarter note, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, But this, 1 and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, and that's rock and roll, that's hip hop, that's trap, that's R&B, that's bossa nova, that's so many different things, right? So those drummers in the 50s and 60s, which took the rhythms that were popularized on the drum set